How you guys doing? It's 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and let's just get right into this rundown because honestly, we don't have too much time before game time. Short slate of NBA, pretty decent slate of NHL, but I don't have too much time on my hands right now. I'm gonna try to run into some of these, basically run through some of these games just to kind of help you guys out for the night, give you guys a little bit of insight on what's going on, and give you a little bit of insight on what I'm doing on the night. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting from the top, we got the New York Knicks. Oh no, this is basketball. Starting from the top, we got in NHL the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning, they're favorite to win, 42 cents on your buck, 2.95 for the Blackhawks. This game should go over. I got the over 5.5 in real life, but the 6.5 probably not going to be a lot of defense in this game, so I'm going to go over the 6.5 just by sheer reflex. Next, we're going to go into the New York Rangers versus the Montreal Canadiens. I don't really have a play in this game outside of taking the road dog. Montreal have been struggling to get wins at home, and I'm not sure who's at net tonight. We could check that real quick, trying to keep it under a minute for 3 games. Carey Price versus Georgiev. Georgiev been pretty impressive. Carey Price, he's doing what he can, you know what I mean, but the team is just no good around him. So I think everything they got Gallagher back, and so I don't think it's gonna matter much. Honestly, I would go with the road dog in this situation. No play outside of New York Rangers money line, so no play at all in this game. Next, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're facing off against the Florida Panthers. Panthers, they're underdog at home against Toronto. These guys are in the same division. Panthers are on Toronto's tail. They're trying to get a playoff spot. Toronto should not be favored in this game, although they have a slight edge as far as the favorite go. I honestly like Florida to win this game. They've been on a pretty good streak here. They've won a few games out of their last 10, and they're trying to make a playoff push while Toronto's been basically messing up the whole time. Florida's 4-6-0 in their last 10 games, so that doesn't necessarily reflect how well they've been playing. But honestly, I like Florida in this spot against Toronto, and that's gonna be my second play in this game. Next, we're gonna get into the Dallas Stars versus the Boston Bruins. Last time we had Boston, they didn't cover the puck line, but they won the game. Dallas, they're here underdog, 250 on your buck. The total's at 5.0, and the game should probably go under, especially if Tuukka Rask is gonna be at net, which he probably is. And Dallas defense typically shows up. But the total here is 5.0 and not 5.5. And it's not going to be Tuukka Rask. It's going to be Halak. And, Halak is in his final season. He's all, well, not his final season, but he's in his contract year for these guys. And, he's obviously going to try to show out. He has a pretty good record right now. And he's playing against Ben Bishop, who has a pretty good record himself. The two of them combined average just under 5 goals allowed a game, just under 5 goals. So the under is the move to make, and I'm gonna roll with it. It's really as simple as that. I don't think Boston's gonna be super dominant or nothing like that. Give me Boston and Dallas under 5.0. You could buy the hook and go under 5.5, so that 5 is not a push, but I like the under 5.0. Next, we got the Minnesota Wild versus the Detroit Red Wings. No play in this game. Detroit's paying way too little on your buck, and Minnesota, sorry, is paying way too little on your buck, and I would really take Detroit. They're out here ruining everybody's playoff aspirations and everything like that. So I would honestly take Detroit. So no play in that game. Total. The total is at 5.5. It's kind of low. I think the game's going to go over, but hey, what do I know? Next, we got the Vancouver Canucks versus the Ottawa Senators. This is Vancouver or nothing. I got Vancouver minus 1.5 to cover against the Canucks, to cover against the Senators. Vancouver been playing really well. Now they got Hogberg at net. Hogberg is going to be playing for Ottawa. Thatcher Demko, he's going to be at net for Vancouver. Vancouver just coming off of a win in their own respects. I like Vancouver minus 1.5 to cover the spread. Next, we got the Calgary Flames versus the Nashville Predators. In this game, we got both teams, two teams who are basically similar in respects to where they are at um, in relations to last season. So neither of these teams are really performing to their standards, and I'd be damned if I bet on any side here. If you guys want Calgary, feel free to take Calgary. They won their last game. They looked impressive in there. but I wouldn't put my money on Calgary. You guys want Nashville? Go ahead. They look good in their last 10 games, and they got a few win, but then you got to check level of competition. Me, I can't put my money on Nashville either. But what I will do is put my money on the under because I think the playoff intensity is going to be in the building today in this game, and I think this game goes under. So give me the under 6.0 in this game. Next, we got the New York Islanders versus the St. Louis Blues. This is going to be a tough matchup. I don't really have a play in this game. The total is at 5.5. St. Louis is a super favorite in this situation, as they should be, but not 47 cents on your buck. That's kind of that's very little, in my opinion, anyways. Not paying enough in either respects. Got to put way too much money to make $100. Got Jordan Binnington versus Thomas Greiss, and the total here is at 5.5, so it's not even worth putting the under. No play in this game. Honestly, if you had to play something, you would probably go with St. Louis and the under. Those are the two favorite plays that people are hopping on. I personally can't do it, so I'm just gonna stay away. It's just not paying enough for me. And obviously, if I'm making a parlay, I might consider it, but it's not paying enough for me. And quite frankly, I don't think New York is that much of a pushover that you could just circle this as a W for St. Louis. Yes, they lost their last game when they played against the Islanders, which was this was 2 days ago. This is 2 days ago when they played the Islanders. So they got a chance when they played the Rangers. So they got a chance to rest. They got a chance to think about it, and they always lose the battle for New York. And you know what? They always bounce back after that game also. So I wouldn't be surprised if New York ended up coming out as the victor, so no play in this game. Next, we got the Washington Capitals versus the Winnipeg Jets. Washington screwed us last game. We had the minus 1.5. They couldn't do it for us. But you know what? As of late, I've been given some puck lines, and they haven't been hitting. And you have to factor in the fact that playoff intensity and grit is happening, and a lot less third period empty netters are happening also. So you have to be conscious of all these things when you're betting on the minus 1.5. I neglected them in the last two games, not necessarily all of them, but in the last two games I neglected them, and I gave teams way too much credit that they didn't necessarily deserve. Last time Winnipeg played Washington, however, Winnipeg was the victor. This is a revenge spot for Washington, and I actually like them to win this game. Sorry that about that. My phone was just ringing there. I actually like the Capitals to win this game. 6.5 is the total. I also like the over, but no official play in this game. Gonna have to stay away and watch. Next, you got the New Jersey Devils versus the Sharks, and we're just not going to bet on that. So we're going to move into the basketball in the NBA. Very short slate. Got the Knicks versus the Sixers. Sixers favorite 7.0 against the Knicks. There's no Joel Embiid, no Simmons. Right now, the media is talking about how these guys are going to be plummeting, how they're not going to make it, how they're probably not going to make the playoffs, how they're over, and even if they do make the playoffs, they're probably going to struggle. There's like 25 games left, and it's going to be hard for them not to make the playoffs. I think they're disrespecting Tobias Harris. I think they're disrespecting Al Horford, something I'm notorious for doing. I notoriously disrespect Al Horford. I don't think he's as good a rebounder as people think he is. I don't think he's as good as a defender as people think he is. The only thing that you could give him credit for is being a playmaker, and he's not even that's not even his job. His job is basically to do make the right decisions, make the right plays, and get you to win. And for the most part, Al Horford is an off-ball player, and he's a really damn good one. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to give him his props. I don't think people are being fair and disrespecting these guys, and I think we're gonna see it tonight. Give me 76ers minus 7.0 against the Knicks tonight. I think they're gonna blow out the. Not only do I think they're gonna win, I think they're gonna blow out the Knicks, and I think Tobias Harris goes for a big game tonight. You know what I mean? They're going to be lacking at the point guard position, something that the Knicks is not too big on, anyways. The point guards that they really have are more slashers, anyways. So I don't really see anything going on beyond the arc. And Philly plays defense at home, so give me Philly minus 7.0. Next, we got Portland versus Indy. Indy's favorite 10.0, as they should be. Portland is really not that good, and I believe CJ McCollum might be out, but I might be off. Don't take my word for it. Gonna check and get back to you, but honestly, in this situation, it's Indy or nothing. I like the over 218.0 because Indy just scores buckets. No matter how much defense they play, they always find ways to score buckets. These guys they're so efficient. This team is so efficient. I really like the Pacers, and after getting blown out by like 46 points by the Raptors, I think they've been trying to do the right thing. I still don't have the information here on. Oh, look at that. Nurkic might be coming back soon for Portland. It's not happening just yet, but it's happening soon. Um, they got the Sacramento Kings versus the OKC Thunder. That game is off the board temporarily. I believe OKC just played last night, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, that game is off the board. They're probably making adjustments because of either injury or guys are just not going to be playing. So be on the lookout for that. I'm still checking here. Give me a quick sec. Yeah, CJ McCollum is playing. It doesn't show that he's not. Sorry, I'm trying to just blaze through this, but I don't want to give you guys misinformation. Yeah, no, it seems like he's playing. So, anyways, the that 10 point underdog that they are is probably only because they played the other night and got blown out by Boston, but or it's because it's their third game in 4 nights. I don't know, whatever. Like, give me the over in that game, regardless. Um, I don't know if Indy covers, but give me the under. So OKC is off the board for now. Check back with me later. I might make a small video showing you guys what I got for the night, giving you guys some free plays for that. But as far as it goes right now, no play. Then we got the Lakers versus the Warriors. Give me the Lakers -10 and the under 222 in that game. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, but before I do that, I'd love you guys to go ahead, smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like what you hear. If you don't, feel free to hit that notification bell anyways, so that you could fade me the next time you hear me talking smack. So without further ado, let's start from the top. Got the over 6.5 in the Blackhawks versus Tampa Bay. Got the Florida Panthers money line. Got the under 5.0 in the Dallas versus Boston. Got Vancouver -1.5. Got the under 6.0 in Calgary versus Nashville. Got Philly -7.0. Got the over 218 in the Portland Indy game. Got the Lakers -10 and the under 222.0 in the Lakers versus the Warriors. So that's 9 plays. Yesterday I went 3 of 9, which is not good. Got to do better. Hopefully we do at least 6 of 9 or better today. But this is sports betting, and you don't always get write your own destiny. Sometimes things play a factor, and this is why I always tell you, please don't bet what you can afford to lose. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So on that note, be safe, be good, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace out.